Alright. I'm downstairs, which means it's another cooking video. It's a food day. But before we get to the food day, there is one other day for today, which is National Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. This is what happens when I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. Well, I had a bunch of bubble wrap, and I don't know where it's gone. Well, anyway, problems for another day. Today is also National Chocolate Cake Day. Now I'm not the best chef in the world. I probably could make actual chocolate cake, but I've got packet mix. The great Batter Witch herself has produced. Try not to drop it. But I'm not going to make it following the instructions. And I know this works. I've done it before. I mentioned it in the tempura video. But we're going to make it with soda. We're specifically, in this case, going to use cherry Coke. Other sodas are available. Now, I've not tried this combination specifically. I did vanilla cake and 7-Up previously. And I've got some icing and stuff, which we'll get to later when the cake is done. But yeah, gonna move the camera setup slightly so it's better in shot, which I can do now because it's on a tripod. Alright, so starts pretty simple. Obviously, you throw the packet mix. You get your packet mix out of the box, make an absolute mess of the box in the process. You get your packet. You throw your box as far away as physically possible. And you get your bag of packet mix. You struggle for at least like a good solid minute trying to open it. Because if there's no struggle involved, it's not worth doing. You want to give it a good solid minute of struggle, and then once you give it a more or less a minute of struggle, like you really want to stretch that out, like really act like you're trying. Give up and get some scissors because it's going to be a lot quicker. Give it a little extra. If you don't think you did enough struggling when you were pulling it, just struggle with the scissors a little bit. It'll all balance out. But just make sure there is a struggle involved, and then dump all of your cake mix into the bowl. Now you might have noticed cupcakes in the background. I'm doing this as cupcakes because it's a lot easier and mildly quicker than doing it as a full cake. Then you want to just get your spoon equated with the cake mix. Now you want not quite the full can. If you're using a can, you want about 300 milliliters. If I'm not being like comedy for a second, so you want about not quite the whole can. Just get that mixed down. And just, adjust as you go. That should be a good starting point, and we can add more. And it's gonna look weird. And it's gonna smell weird. Partially because it's cake mix, and cake mix just smells like slightly too sweet. Cake mix is weird. And just really mix in all of your ingredients, all 2 of them. You want to save a bit of you want to make sure you save a bit of the can left to mix in with your icing if you're going to use icing, and also because you don't want it to be too wet. Now, I do want to do a video at some point. I just kicked the tripod. I do want to do a video at some point of making some more interesting combinations. I can do a little bit more. And seeing if people can actually guess what the soda and cake mix used is. Because when making this with a vanilla cake and 7-Up, it wasn't super obvious that the 7-Up was there. Yeah. Just again, it's not cooking as much as people will claim it is. Cooking isn't exact science. So just keep adjusting it, and eventually you should have an actual cake batter. Yeah, if you're using a cake, if you're using it to make an actual cake, grab some. Get your. I assumed pre-lined because I didn't tell you to do that, but you should know to line your cake tins. If you're making cake, I would assume your pre-lined cake tins, and you pour it in, and you put it in the oven, and you just follow the box instructions, which is a real good job. I already looked at them because again I threw the box as far away as possible. Well, not as far away as possible, but I threw the box across the room, like the small person I am. Also, preheat your oven. Again, I shouldn't need to tell you that. Preheat your oven. You're just following the box instructions. The only thing we're doing differently is how we're making the batter. Now, for the sake of it, and just because I can, mostly just because I can, I want to move the camera from there to the other side of the room. It's a better angle for me dumping this into there. Then I'm going to stop recording for a bit while, it cooks. A few mild adjustments to the camera later. Now, you can do whatever you want, really. I like the ice cream scoop way of portioning out things. It's not super effective. Then again, this isn't also the best ice cream scoop. I also probably didn't need to show you this. I'm just choosing to. Because why not? Really? It's like I can't do things by half. I either have to do really long form content or short form content. So it would be really long or really short, so let's pet this so it's really long. Because I don't know what the time is on it yet. On the 2 bits now, this being the 3rd bit that I filmed. But yeah, this is a. I don't know what one would call this because it's not me attempting it because it's something I've done before. Probably just making, I guess. I mean, you'll know because you're watching it.
Get really aggressive with it. Just force it out there. I think I should get about 4 trays worth. I might, if I need to get another tray, I won't subject you to me loading up a second tray. That's going to be great. Not saying this is perfect by any means. I'm certainly not claiming to be perfect myself, either.
Well, we almost got through a whole one of these videos without making a mess. A bit of unmixed in powder there, that's not good.
Just get a proper, whiz around. I'm going to get a spoon anyway for getting the last bits off the thing. I want to maximise usage of the batter. Gonna keep feeling the tripod.
Yeah, we're almost through the first month, and I think we've made a lot of progress. Certainly made some interesting videos, and some less interesting videos. And I am trying to vaguely keep an eye on trends of things and of how things go and what makes videos do better and such. Because I want this to do well. I want this to spread. Share these videos. Share the videos. I don't know why, I understand the whole like, comment, subscribe stuff gets you in with the algorithm. Gets you in with the YouTube stuff. But share the video. Get me more views. That should be the more important thing, right? If more people see the thing, more people can see the thing. And the more people that can see the thing, the more people can interact with the thing. It's what I'm doing may not be your thing. And as much as that's weird to quantify in this format because this isn't one thing, this is a weird weird combination of various things. Because it's completely down to what the day of the day is. That was the idea. It's there's gonna be some really weird days where I'm going to be able to do things that I wouldn't probably wouldn't have otherwise thought of doing.
There's a bit of thing in the, like, not in the oven, put a bit more liquid in there. It's a bit weird now, because I can't how much it comes out, but yeah, when you hear that scraping, because they're being a bit too much loose powder. Yeah, they always get through these one of these videos without making a mess.
Anyway, I don't have enough to make another, but I can top some of these up, which is what I will do. I'll then put it on in the oven. Again, just follow the instructions on the back of the packet, and we will see you with them. I will return with them coming out of the oven. That was really good English, me. So in an awfully bizarre turn of events, they've kind of expanded a bit, except for and some of them have sunk back, and that one weirdly is not only super sunk back, but isn't cooked, seemingly. Anyway, I'm not sure how I'm going to get them out the tray. I'm going to let them cool down a bit and then try and then faff about with that. Till then, shall we try mixing in some... Let's go mix in some of the Coke into the icing and... Yeah. Well, then the last shot will probably just be the final product. Yeah, literally just got some of the icing, got a spoon, bit of the leftover Coke. I'm doing it in the thing because I can't be asked getting it out into another bowl also because I've only got one thing worth.
I know, I told him this bit, it's super interesting. But yeah. Okay, I might need a bit more. I might actually need to dip it onto a bigger bowl, which if I do, I'll do that off thing.
This might end up being a bit more of a disaster than I thought it was going to be. Right, I think that'll do. There's a little bit of Coke left, but I'm not going to try and mix that in as well. Well, I think that'll do. We'll see how it works. Well, that's as good as we're going to get, I think. They're not too bad. I think I might have used a bit too much soda, but it is one of those things. Some of them I just couldn't get out, or they fell apart as I tried to get them out, or as we tried to get them out, should I say? They taste alright. They are a bit too soft and gooey, which is sort of why I say I think I might have used a bit too much of the soda, but awkward angles, awkward. Okay. But yes, I think this is still going to be called attempts because it didn't quite work. It works in concept, and like I said, I've done it before without having problems. I'm a bit too zoomed in. Without problems. I don't know what's wrong with this time. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the rest of that icing because there was far too much icing for what I was doing. But yeah, that was today's days of the day.